I've been the manager of the Capital Installation team for 15 years, and I've also been the pitcher of the team, and I got elected into the Hall of Fame as a manager. I think my strengths have come through coaching, developing players, teaching them how to play the game. The game of slow pitch softball is a hitter's game. If you're going to be an effective pitcher in slow pitch softball, you have to realize that you're going to get hit and you're going to get scored upon. What you're trying to do is minimize the hitting, minimize the scoring. And technique-wise, there's a few things you do that as a pitcher, you try to adjust your defenses to the hitter's strengths. You try to make the hitter hit to your defenses. When you develop your defense, you have wherever your best players are, you're trying to make the hitter hit to your best players. You use shifts, where if the guy's a pull hitter, you may pull your shortstop over in the hole, try and work the batter to the inside part of the plate, and cut the field down. The best thing to do when you're pitching is throw strikes. When you throw strikes, your defense will be on their toes. They'll be prepared to make plays behind you. If you're out there for a half an hour walking people, then you're going to have a hard time. I try to throw 3-4 pitches an inning and get out of there and get up to bat. You have to realize that as a pitcher also that your defense is not going to catch every ball. You have to have a mental toughness about you. You can't let everything bother you. You got to realize that guys are going to make an error, a physical error. You try to compose yourself. You have to actually be the captain of the team. You have to know where everybody is on every pitch. You have to know what the batter's doing. You have to know the situations in the game. And then technique-wise, you're going to try and make the batter hit to your defense. You're going to try and get them off sync with your speed of your pitches, the height of your pitches, the location of your pitches, the variation of different pitches. If you throw a regular spin ball one time, a knuckleball one time, ball curves in, anything you can do to change up the batter's flow of the game. His flow is all on rhythm. You're going to try and change his rhythm. The first thing we're going to demonstrate here is adjusting your defense to the hitter's strength and trying to make the hitter hit into the defense. What we've done is we've aligned the outfielder in a short fielder position here in left field. We brought him up a little bit to try and take the line drive away. Now what I'm going to attempt to do is keep the ball a little bit low to keep the batter in the park and hit into our defense. After you've pitched the pitch, your job is only half done. You then have to assume a defensive position. You do whatever's comfortable for you. Doesn't make any difference if it's 2 steps back and get ready, or if you get back 10 feet and it's ready. What you do is get in a comfortable position where you can field the ball as an infielder. Now we're going to try and put that into action. What I'm going to show you now is the 3 basic releases or grips of the ball that pitchers use. The first one I try to show people is the one that you would learn as if you were walking down the street or shaking hands with somebody. You take the ball and you have your thumb at 11 o'clock, take your arm straight back and release the ball. The second one is going to be a backhanded spin where you take the ball like this and you actually come up and release it like this. The third one that you use is a knuckleball. What I teach is taking your knuckles or your fingertips, actually sticking them in the threads of the ball. And then when you release, actually take your thumb and push it up and release with your fingers last. Actually trying to deaden the spin on the ball. The first pitch we're going to throw here is the basic release, which is like shaking hands with somebody with the thumb at 11 o'clock. The basic pitch, I try to get the fingers around on the side of the threads here, thumb out here. We're going to release the ball at 11 o'clock with the thumb. The backhand pitch, we're going to take your fingers and put them on the threads. When we release the ball, we're going to do a little wrist action, make the ball spin back. For the knuckleball, I take my fingernails and actually put them into the threads of the ball. You can use 2 fingers or 3. I use 3, take my other finger, put it on the side of the ball for the control. What you're trying to do is deaden the spin of the ball. By doing that, you actually when you release the ball, you take your fingers and push them forward and pull your thumb back. If this comes out good, you can, it's hard to explain how you get that effect of pushing the ball under to try and back that spin out. A few of the things you can do while you're pitching to a batter is adjust the speed of the pitch, the height of the pitch, your location, inside, outside, low, high. What we're going to do here is set up a sequence with a batter where we're actually going to pitch to him in a game situation. I'm going to start off trying to throw a strike to get ahead on the count, just a normal release pitch. We've now got ahead on the count. We're going to try and work a pitch here. We're going to throw a little high and deep, try and get a pitch on his back shoulder. The count is now 1-1. The last pitch was a little bit deep. We're now going to try and throw a pitch that's a little bit flatter, a little more pace on it. Going to try and throw it low and in. The count is now 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm ahead on the count. I'm going to try and make him hit my pitch. I'm actually going to try and throw a pitch to sweep in and around the plate on the inside part of the corner. And here's another tip for you pitchers. You can adjust your foot on the pitcher's rubber to change the angle of your pitch and to improve your control. Practice pitching is something that you have to do. Whether you have 1 ball or 50 balls, you can do it in your backyard. Take a bag, go outside, just like you do when you're Little League. When you're a little kid, you mark off the bases with a paper bag. Well, you mark off 46 feet, and you pitch, and you pitch, and you pitch. And what you try to learn when you're pitching is strikes. Throw the ball. I want to throw the ball on the inside part of the plate. I want to throw it high. I want to throw it short. When I practice pitching, I practice not throwing the ball down the middle. But it happens. In the games, it happens.